friends, so this is the before and after cone beam CT scan of a patient who's undergone a bimaxillary procedure. What is a bimaxillary procedure? Bimaxillary procedure is a procedure wherein we move both the jaws. Bi stands for two, maxillary stands for basically an upper jaw. But in the earlier years, this was called a maxilla, and even this was called a maxilla. So a bimaxillary osteotomy, as it was called. Today we call it maxillomandibular advancement or maxillomandibular surgery. We still oftentimes use the same bimaxillary surgery. So what is bimaxillary surgery? When we're moving both the jaws in different directions at the same time to get the desired result. That's what is a bimaxillary protrusion. A bimaxillary surgery. It's a branch of maxillofacial surgery called orthognathic surgery. Orthognathia means moving of bones. Right. So here we have a cone beam CT scan of a patient who's undergone a bimaxillary procedure. I'm going to go through this in detail, have a clear look. Now, this is the date you can see here. This says 5/9/2021. So that was the 9th of May 2021. And here you can see a lot of metals taken on the 18th. So that's 9 days after this cone beam was taken. Alright, now this is the side view I've kept. I'm going to show you one by one. So what's the main thing? You look here. The upper jaw is laying behind. There's very little space here. And the lower jaw is sticking far too forwards. Now move on to 9 days post-operative. See the difference here. You can see the lot of metals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in all for this patient. The maxilla has been brought forward at a very, very high level. Then you can see the mandible has been taken behind, but not by a great deal. That's why you can see this distance not altered too much. It has been more rotated. Very important thing to notice is this dark area that is developed, and that was totally missing here. What is this dark area? This is called as the hypopharyngeal airway. This airway, this space is very essential for the patient to breathe normally, to breathe clearly. I don't know if you know that snoring can be also and snoring can also be cured with this kind of surgery. And what we do essentially is to create the posterior airway. This is absolutely a very, very sure short way of curing any airway issues patient has. So why am I showing this? Along with the aesthetic improvement, along with the functional improvement of chewing, patient also has phenomenal benefit in terms of the improvement in airway. Right, I'm going to move this around now so you can see both the scans moving at the same time. And as I move in front, you're going to see more implants. Now look at this. So we've got 5 implants, as I mentioned. Implants, I'm using the word implant for plates and screws. And you can see how these plates and screws are adapted and placed. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 screws on top. And on the bottom, we've got 4 and 4, 8 screws. So you can see there's a gap here. That's done by sagittally splitting the lower jaw. There's another small gap here. Again, sagittally splitting the lower jaw. If this is split correctly in the precise manner, as it has been done for this guy, patients should not have any issues with their sensory function or with the sensation of the lip or chin after a few weeks. Alright, now we're going to move it around to the other side. And you see a similar drastic improvement in the profile of the patient. That's a real concave face to a proper proportional one, and you can see the amount of retrognathia of the upper jaw, and you see the advancement that I've done. And we can also go through different other views and show you. I'm going to show you one other view called the panorama or OPG, and you can see here what has happened to the jaw. You can see the width of the jaw increase. You've seen multiple things happening. He's got 2 impacted teeth. I haven't done anything to them. It's still there. We can also move on to other sections and see the impact of this kind of a surgery. And again, you can see this is the axial cut sections. And this is what I was referring to about the sagittal splitting. You can see the screws there coming up. Alright, so let's go back to the 3D view again, because I think this is something that is easily. I'm going to show you the lateral cleft, because this also gives you an idea about the airway. So you can see this, the huge improvement in the posterior space. This is the airway space that you can see here. This area was like a very teeny weeny space there. We're also going to move and show you the AP cleft. So again, you will be able to see the improvements and the differences. This is the before and this is the after. So this software that we have on our cone beam CT scan, the latest version of Sidexis, works in multiple ways. One of the things it does is obviously to diagnose and to precisely plan what needs to be done for the patient. But the other aspect is the patient education, because it's simple to understand and it's very easy for us to also explain to patients what has been done and how it has been done. We can also go in and measure every procedure that we've done to millimeter precision, thereby explaining the outcome clearly to the patient, and thereby not only making sure that patient understands what's happened to him, but he's in a position to take care of himself better with the understanding that he has. Thank you.